It's recording. Okay. So, hey guys, this is Matt, and as you can see, it's still dark outside. I'm usually not much of a real early riser, but I just can't sleep. And the reason is because I found something I think is basically a once in a decade type opportunity. Now, let me ask you really quick before I go into my slides. What if you could have gotten an Apple back in the late 90s, right before the iPod came out? You'd probably be a millionaire now if you would have held it. Now, this is a similar situation if you ask me. Maybe not a 100 bagger, but I think long term, this is probably at least a 5 bagger. Now, I'll eat my words and take my lashings if I'm wrong, but pay attention to this rest of this video, and I think you just might agree with me, okay?
Okay, folks, so let's get right to it so I can reveal more about this stock and why I think it's truly a once-in-a-decade type opportunity. Yet first, let me just ask you something. How have things gone for you with stocks? Are you doing well, losing money, making money, underperforming the market? Or, if I may just get a little closer to home, if you logged into your brokerage account right now, what is the immediate feeling you get in your gut when you see your performance? Well, good news. I've been there, I've done that, I got the t-shirt, and after suffering a nearly home-wrecking type loss on one horrendous trade, I learned that what I needed was a way to tilt the odds in my favor, and I mean way in my favor. See, fundamental analysis and charting have their place. They really do help. But what most traders and investors are missing is something very critical. It's that stocks that make the biggest moves make those moves based on small pieces of information. I think the fictitious character Gordon Gekko from the movie Wall Street said it best when he said, "The most valuable commodity of all is information." Of course, he did it illegally, and in the movie, he ended up going to jail. And that's not something that interests me, and it probably doesn't interest you as well. So, what most folks don't know, though, is that you don't have to risk jail time to get your hands on information that can send a stock soaring. I say that again, you don't have to risk jail time for this, okay? That's a good thing, right? So maybe you're wondering, what kind of information are you talking about, Matt? Well, I call them tells. Similar to the way that pro poker players spot tells at the poker table that lead them to big wins, while at the same time ignoring bluffs. After watching small cap stocks nearly every day now for almost 8 years, more often than not, I know what types of information or tells make these stocks shoot higher, and also what to ignore. And before this video ends, I'll expose how you can get more spoon-fed stock picks from me each and every week. However, right now, let me go ahead and peel back the curtain on the one stock right now that I believe could bring you wealth in bunches. This is the chart. So, back in 2006, there was a huge breakout that was triggered in early 2006. You see, the stock went from basically 13, 14, maybe you might as well say $15, and shot all the way up to $78.50 in less than 24 months. So about 22 months there. Now, I'm no math whiz, but that's turning a small stake into a big stake pretty quickly. Now, the stock hasn't done much since then. It actually gave back pretty much all of its gains. Now, what's happened here in early 2015 is that a similar event has taken place that has sparked a move in this stock. As you can see, it's already starting to move. But if it's anything similar to the previous move, we've got a lot of upside left in this tank, don't we? So, of course, some of you love charts, and that is a pretty chart, right? Yet what really has me liking this stock is a major tell that launched this stock back into orbit back in early 2006. So basically the same type of event, and I may be being repetitive here, but that's okay because that's how we learn. The same type of event that sent this stock into a steep uptrend almost 10 years ago is repeating itself, right? You ever hear that saying, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes? That's what's happening here. Now, if I were just to say, hey, consider buying this stock right now, have a nice day, I don't think that would be quite helpful enough for you. So what I've done is create a video report that gives you the details on why I think this stock is poised for a multi-week or multi-month rally. Also my thoughts on where to buy, and lastly, where I think you should sell and cash in. Of course, I'll expose the ticker and tell you exactly what this stock is. So what I want you to do now is click the Buy Now button below to securely order your video report for a micro investment of just $27. Do you think that would be fair? If the stock ends up making you thousands, I think that would be more than fair, right? Well, that's too high though. What I want you to do is go ahead and secure your access for the once in a decade stock pick report. It's going to be a video for a one-time investment of just $7. All you need to do is click the Buy Now button below to access it. You'll be taken to a page where you can enter your payment information on a secure order page, and then you can access your report. Now, pay attention, this is very important. During checkout, you will be presented with a one-time offer to get additional stock alerts from me. I'm letting you know because, of course, I'd love for you to subscribe to my Buy and Sell Alert newsletter, but I also want you to know exactly what to expect during checkout. Fair enough? All right, so go ahead and click the Buy Now button below to check out via ClickBank's secure order form, and you'll see me on the very next page in a video that was similar to the one you saw when you first started watching this video. Are you still watching? Well, if so, maybe you're wondering if this once-in-a-decade video report is really worth your hard-earned money. Well, I'll tell you, I see a lot of stocks that are quote-unquote one-day wonders. They go up, gap up one day, and they might run, but that's it. They pull back, and then they drop, and they're just a flash in the pan, right? They pop and drop, and then they die. Friend, I want to tell you, this stock has been languishing for nearly a decade, and management of this company has finally seen the light, if you ask me. Yet, if you don't want to take my word for it, multiple analysts have suddenly upgraded this downtrodden stock just in the last few days. So my point is, in my opinion, this is not a flash in the pan, and this stock is likely going to go much higher. At least that's my opinion, right? I'm not a registered investment advisor, but that is my opinion. And remember, my video report clears up all the unknowns for you. As in, I tell you where I think it's a good idea to both enter and exit the stock. So go ahead and invest your $7 right now in this report and see how the rest of 2015 could be a huge, huge year for you. If nothing else, just on the basis of the performance of this once-in-a-decade type opportunity in this stock.